Welcome and thank you very much for checking out my review of Extraction, now streaming on Netflix, directed by Sam Hargrave, who's a stunt coordinator and stunt performer in a lot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and it's written by Joe Russo, and it stars Chris Hemsworth as Tyler Rake, one of the most 80s action film names you'll ever hear. And Tyler Rake is a black market mercenary who embarks on the most deadly extraction of his career when he's enlisted to rescue the son of an imprisoned international drug lord. Now, you've probably heard of this film and saw the trailer because Netflix has actually done a pretty good job in marketing this original of their own. This is an action movie, as you might well know, and it has by far the best action I have seen in all of 2020. The action scenes in this film are mind-blowing. And there's a lot of talk out there that is very reminiscent of movies like John Wick, and I can definitely see that, but it even reminded me more of The Raid, with how violent, how gruesome, and how brutal it really is. You feel every hit that the characters in this film take, whether it is a punch to the gut or the face, whether it is a knife to the back, whether it is a bullet that they get shot with, just everything. Sometimes people even get hit by cars or trucks, and you're like, that dude is not getting up, and then that dude gets up, and he continues to go at it. And not to say it doesn't remind me of John Wick, it just felt even more like The Raid than it does feel like John Wick. I understand that John Wick is the main comparison because it's more mainstream and those are the better movies, I guess I'd say that. But if you find yourself not being able to sustain the visual gruesomeness of films like The Raid, this one is not for you. However, if it is, if you're in here to have a good time with brutal non-stop action sequences, this is the movie for you. There's a stretch of this film which is like 12 to 15 minutes long where it was shot to look like a oneer. Even in the promotional material for how they pulled this off, they admit it's a fake oneer, and you can see clearly where they cut off. Not that there's a bad thing, it's just an observation that you can clearly see where the cuts were inserted into the divisions of this one shot. But it's really well done. It becomes immersive. It really pulls you into the film, into the adrenaline, into the rush that these characters are feeling, and it's commendable. It's worthy of applause. Not only that one shot, but every single action sequence in this film just pulls you right in. And as far as performances are concerned, I think everyone does a good job. Chris Hemsworth, he brings the charisma, the badassery, the toughness. He's a great actor and he proves it in this film. Everyone does a relatively good job, depending on how much material they are given. Sometimes some of these actors can't do a lot, but I wouldn't say any of them are bad. But unfortunately, that's as far as the good things I got to say about this film end, because there's really not much to it. It's a simple plot, even if it's enjoyable to watch, even if it is serviceable. There's nothing wrong with a simple plot or a simple story. The problem is the movie not doing anything with it. Characters in this are paper thin. You really don't get to know anyone very well. Even the kid who Chris Hemsworth is trying to extract, he's a son of a drug lord. You never get to see a little bit of how that affects him beyond this one event that the film takes place in. I mean, he's being chased on and trying to be killed because he's the son of a drug lord. But how is his quote-unquote normal life affected by the fact that his father is who he is? I guess he likes to play the piano, and you see him in one scene playing the piano, but that's really it. Chris Hemsworth himself has a tragic past, but it feels so surface level, even the way they execute it, showcasing you the problems that he has faced in the past. It's really familiar. There's no personal touch to it. There's a few visions or dreams that he has, and then he just has a conversation with a kid at one point. This film didn't need to be anything special. This film didn't need to go for the Oscars come next year, if there are going to be any Oscars at all. But as far as action thriller entertainment goes, this is pretty top-notch. It's enjoyable, even if it is simple and bare bones. I can see a lot of people enjoying it. In fact, most of my friends really are loving this film. I thought it was great when the bullets were flying, but when they literally and metaphorically stopped, to me, there was just nothing much there. It's a film that should be studied as far as action sequences are concerned. Apart from that, it's just your run-of-the-mill action thriller. I'm giving Extraction a C+. Now, what did you think of Extraction, my beautiful geekies? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what is your favorite action thriller of the past, let's say 10 years. Let's talk 2010 action thrillers. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. Stay tuned for many more reviews and a very special episode of Geeks at the Round Table we got coming tomorrow on Sunday, April 26th. I hope to see you there, and thank you so much once more for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. So until then, stay beautiful, stay geeky, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video because it really helps me and the channel out, but most importantly, above everything else, forever and always, love each other and love the movies.